Hello, how are you? Good evening. We're here live. Yes, we want to talk to you about your immigration case. If you have one, or if you want to open one so that you can get um, your legal status. Yes, we're going to talk about it. So we want you to join us. Let's get right into it. Let me know where you are and where you are actually watching me from in the comments below. Let's get right into it. Yes. If you're here, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. We're going to talk about how we're going to help you obtain your legal status, okay? Then we're going to give you some suggestions and perhaps talk about what's actually going on with immigration. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Let me know in the comments. You're here. Yes, let's get right into it. Washington. Yeah, Annie, how are you? We just spoke today. I'm glad you came to this live session. Um, Wally, hello, how are you? Where are you watching me from? Sour Music TV, hello, from Arizona, how are you? Uh, La, Labadi, you were here yesterday from Massachusetts. Thank you. Good afternoon, Luz Galinato from Seattle, Washington. Thank you for coming. Yes, we're going to talk about how to avoid mistakes, okay? And that's not really the thing that you know about. This is going to just give you some ideas, right? We know there are a lot of mistakes people make when they apply for their green card or just when they're filing anything with U.S. citizen, USCIS, as far as work permit is concerned, as far as green card is concerned, as far as a lot of things are concerned, like citizenship, as far as how do you call it? As far as asylum is concerned, as far as all those applications that you know, we're gonna talk about what don't let these mistakes, okay, prevent you from obtaining legal status. Number one mistake people make is they make the decision based on finance. Let me tell you something about finance, okay? If you do not have the money to hire an immigration lawyer because they're so expensive, there are ways you can get a lawyer for free, right? But remember that sometimes pro bono attorneys have a lot of cases, and that's why sometimes they cannot really effectively help you because sometimes they have a lot of cases. Uh, but there are some ways you can actually get funding. Those are the ways we're going to talk about. The number one mistake is finance, okay? Let me tell you how you can get finance so that you can get your uh, money together and pay a qualified immigration lawyer for your immigration petition. Let me share my screen with you first of all. Share screen, okay? Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. So yes, we're here. I'm gonna start with the first one. If you can hear me, let me know, right? If you can hear me, let me know in the comment. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know in the comments. Can you hear me? Yes. So the first thing you have to do is try to find out where are you from, right? If you are a citizen for, like if you reside, right? If you reside in Rhode Island, Florida, Massachusetts, Illinois, Delaware, Texas, Colorado, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Georgia, yes, you can go with Good Fund Capital, okay? They can help you get the loan because they are connected with immigration. They are a nonprofit and they're connected with immigration lawyers, and they can qualify you as long as you work, or you can obtain a work permit within 12 months. They can qualify you for that, and then you have a case, right? A valid case. So their qualifications are more easier. So what's going to happen is uh, once I send you the link, it's going to show like this, right? Eligibility. They ask you this. I have an active source of income right now. Yes. Those two is going to be, if you're just going to have to respond, right? And then if you are a resident for those following states and you have proof of address, yes. And then it gives then you submit, and then it's going to come to the lawyer, and the lawyer is going to submit their part too, and you're going to get funding for your immigration case. So Rhode Island, Florida, Delaware, Massachusetts, Illinois, Texas, Colorado, Connecticut, New Jersey, Georgia, okay? At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 states out of 50. Like, it's like at least 10 states are covered from those people. And they're really good in responding and really helping out with lower interest and stuff like that. But if you're not from those states, what's going to happen is you're going to go with, if you come with me, you're going to go with low pay. I'm going to send you a link, and it's going to look like this in terms of if you can pay with card, e-check, or pay later, right? So, and then it's going to redirect you to this website. That's where you're going to fill out your information and qualify. I've heard several clients have used this payment method. It's much easier if you don't have the cash up front, right? So the way it's going to show up too is this. You get a letter like this, you click here, it shows something like this, and then you click on pay later if you don't have the money, okay? So yeah, so let me just stop sharing. Okay, so that's one way, right? Finance. How do you finance? There's a lot of ways you can finance, but I only show you 2 ways that I'm involved with, okay? If you come to me, then that's the way we're going to help you get the finance so you can work, so we can work on your case, because we don't want finance to prevent you from getting your legal status. That's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 people make is they don't want to do the consultation so they can get either the first opinion or the second opinion. Sometimes you might have to talk to 3 people to get a sense of your case, okay? So you're going to have to spend for consultation. Don't make that mistake not to do it. And number 3 is pretty much have awareness of what's going on, like immigration news. You can check your immigration news on uscis.gov. You can just check it online and just Google latest immigration news. You will know what's going on. Like right now, they're working on having a 5 years work permit policy. So that's what they're working on right now. So if it works, then Once you apply, you're going to have your 5 years work permit. So that's how you know what's going on. You just stay aware of U.S. immigration news. Okay, and we're gonna go into some applications like work permit, uh, asylum, and green card and U.S. citizenship. Those four um, applications, and I'm going to show you some mistakes that you must avoid by any cost. Okay, you got to avoid those mistakes, otherwise it's going to prevent you from getting your legal status or your work permit. Let's start with work permit. Let me share. I'm going to share my screen for a minute. Let me just pull up that work permit first. One moment, let me pull up the work permit and tell you what mistake you have to avoid. Okay, okay, so let me share my screen again. So I'm going to show you what mistakes you have to avoid when it comes to work permit. Okay, then I'm going to show you for green card, for US citizenship, and for asylum, the mistakes you must avoid by any means. And the I-132, like 5 petitions. Okay, let's get right into it. The first mistake when it comes to oh, I'm trying to share the screen. Come on, screen. I'm trying to share the screen. Hold on. I don't know why it's not showing. Yeah, I'm trying to share the screen. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay, we got it. So I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I hope you can hear me still, right? So we're trying to share the screen. So the first thing we want to share here is with work permit. When it comes to work permit, my friend, you need to avoid this mistake. This one mistake will cost you denial. Okay? When it comes to work permit, you have to avoid this mistake. You have to, when it comes to eligibility category, you have to know the differences. There's one mistake that somebody made long time ago. Instead of putting C8, okay? Do you know what they put? They put A10, withholding of removal. They had their they put A10, the other one put the category for when the asylum is already been granted. But what happened was they had their case pending with USCIS, so the asylum was never granted. So they put C8, they put A10, and then USCIS asked them for request for evidence to show proof that the judge granted them withholding of removal. And the other one, the USCIS asked them to show proof that actually asylum was granted. They had no proof, and they didn't know how to respond. They just started writing letters, and the case got denied. So this woman came to me after a denial of a work permit with a simple mistake, just like category, right? It got denied, and not to mention it got denied, and we had to start over. She wasted 2 years without work permit. And the moment we did it, because it was her first time, she got a work permit within 30 days. Okay? So that's mistake number one to avoid with work permit. And another mistake to avoid with work permit, it's basically when they ask you to get your Social Security. If you don't have a Social Security, you have to put yes so that they can issue the Social Security. If you forgot, then they're not going to issue you that. Then you're going to wait and wait. It's going to take some time to fix that mistake. So avoid that, okay? That's for basically for work permit. Let's move on to mistake for I-130 petition. Mistake to avoid for I-130 petition. Yeah, you got it. Let's now move on to mistake to avoid. Mistake to avoid for one, how much is too high for family-based immigration? Wally, for family-based immigration, for marriage, it just depends, right? I have to know what's going on with the case, whether the person is in removal or not. Wally, you need to send me an email with detail of the case. That way I can give you a price. Because right now, I don't know if you're in removal or the person has criminal record, if they need a waiver or anything of that, how they got here, what type of visa. So yeah, you need to send me an email, right? Detailed email. Let me give you the email. So you can give me the detail. So I can give you the price, okay? Yeah, because I have to know the basics of the case first, okay? So yes. So now we're gonna move on to I-130 petition, okay? I-130 petition, what is the biggest mistake to avoid when somebody's filing I-130 petition? Let me put it up, then I'll show you the mistake to avoid. Okay? Let me bring the application first, then I'll share my screen, okay? Yeah, you have to bear with me because we're going to talk about 5 applications and I'm going to tell you exactly the mistakes to avoid. So for I-130 petition, let me pull the form first. Yes. Okay. And let me share the screen. Sawa Music TV. I don't think you have a case. Aren't you the one that we're waiting for? You're waiting for BIA to decide? Anyway, so my email is right there, right? So all my links are in the description box and my email is in the description box as well. But I'm just gonna put it here just in case, okay? Okay. Oh, sorry. This was not correct. Let me, yeah, this is my email. That was not correct. Let me put the, let me put the correct, the other one had a mistake in it. But anyway, this is my email address. So you no longer have a BIA case, you want to apply for adjustment of status, Music TV, you're going to have to do the consultation too in the meantime. Anyway, this is my email and the all the links are in the description box, okay? So let's go with I-130. What is the biggest mistake to avoid when it comes to I-130? Let me show you. Let me share my screen and show you. Yes. So the biggest mistake when it comes to I-130 is this one here. A lot of people forget about it. I mean, they don't know what to do. Yeah. So it's here. It's basically here. We're getting there. Let me see. Yeah. So hold on just a second. I know where it is. Yes. Okay. So it's here on page 8, right? When they ask the beneficiary is in the United States and they will apply for adjustment of status. They're trying to find out whether the person is going to adjust status because they're in the United States, or the person is going to go through consular processing. So you have to know, because if the person, for example, came without entry, right? Entry without inspection, they cannot adjust in the United States unless they meet the exception under 245I, or unless they're VAWA applicants. If they don't meet the exception, this person cannot fill out this form. They're gonna have to talk about consular processing. And the mistake people make, if you fill out the form here, adjusting status instead of consular processing, then what's gonna happen is you're gonna again file the form I-24 to transfer your case after USCIS is already done, you know. So avoid the mistake. You really have to know on page 8 exactly where you're going to do the green card, inside or outside. Okay, you got to know that. So yeah, that's the biggest mistake on I-130. Another big mistake on I-130 is the fact that some people are in removal. They don't know that they're in removal, and then they put no. Then later on it becomes like lying on the oath, you know. So that's the two biggest mistake, but then you can go over. Okay, so let's move on to I-485. I-485, let me let me pull all this application, then we're gonna go over it. I-485. Yes, I-485. The biggest mistake to avoid on I-485 is lying, okay? Yeah. And then green card I-589, asylum application, the biggest mistake. And then and 400. Okay, so we're gonna see it. You're gonna see it for yourself. Okay, let's start with I-485. The consultation is gonna be via oh yeah, so I think I'm making a mistake with this email. Yeah, my email address is bijoux.ngwanda@gmail.com. Yeah, you can really look at it on the links in the description box. Thank you, Annie, for letting me know. Sawa Music TV, the consultation is Zoom. Yeah, video consultation. Okay, so yeah, we can do phone if you want phone, but I can do video consultation by Zoom. Okay. So let me show you now the mistake you need to avoid when it comes to I-485. Okay. Let me show you I-485. Okay. I-485 mistake to avoid. I-485, the mistake to avoid are here. First of all, if they ask you about children, you must include all your children, okay? Whether they're adopted, biological children, biological children, stepchildren, all your children. Please just put all your children in order to avoid unnecessary misrepresentation, okay? Then you put about history about marriage. So, yeah, family member. You see? Children, all biological or legally adopted children, as well as current stepchildren of any age, whether born in the United States or other country, married or unmarried, living with you or elsewhere, including any missing children and those born to outside marriage. You gotta write all the name of your children, okay? Because you don't want misrepresentation. That's the biggest mistake when it comes to I-485. Another mistake people make when it comes to I-485 is when they ask them about have you ever worked in the United States without authorization? Yeah, the moment you work without authorization, you have to write it yes, because USCIS can find out. And if they find out, it's going to be misrepresentation. And if it's misrepresentation and you don't have a qualifying relative, you're going to be stuck from adjusting status. Violated the term of condition of your immigration status. If you work without authorization, it means you violated the terms. You're going to put yes as well, okay? Yeah. So don't lie on the application. And here too, another mistake people make is they don't want to put here, they say, if you've been arrested, cited, charged, or detained for any reason, okay, including but not limited to U.S. immigration official or any official, yeah, any reason. It doesn't just have to be here in the U.S., really, okay? That's the mistake. Yeah, that's about it. Really lying under oath, misrepresentation is a big no, because once you get it, you're going to be stuck if you don't have a qualifying relative. Then we start trying to defend you and hope we get it right. Now we're just hoping, right? So, yeah. So now let's talk about I-589. This is the green card application. Sorry, this one. The first thing you have to put, if you're applying for this one, you have to check this box here, because you don't know if it doesn't get granted to USCIS, it's going to be referred to immigration court, and you want to make sure that they consider you for withholding of removal under the Convention Against Torture, just in case this asylum doesn't work, right? First, yes, you have to check here. And another mistake people make is like when they ask you if you've been arrested, here, you go here, they ask if you've been arrested. Yes, you say, have you, a family member, have been accused, charged, arrested, detained, interrogated, convicted, sentenced, you know, other than the United States? Like if you've been arrested somewhere else, you have to put it, right? So you have to put it, that's page, yeah, page 6, okay? Yeah, you gotta put it. That's a mistake. If you don't put it, it means that you lie. And you know that you can amend your application anytime before the interview. You have time. If you made a mistake, you have time between now and the day of the interview to let them know, so that it's not going to be considered as a mistake, okay? Then we have this, the form N400, naturalization. Biggest mistake people make here with this naturalization application is the fact that, first of all, yeah, when we come to those questions here, right? Yeah, they ask about children. You have to put all children. That's number one. All children. under the age. You see, here they give you all who to put. They exactly specifically say all children, right? All children. Okay. So that's, don't forget that. And here, some people mistakenly vote in federal state election. If you did, you have to put yes, but just know that if you did, then this naturalization is going to be denied. But it's better for it to be denied, you keep your green card, than for it to be denied, then they take away your green card as well. You see? So that's why you cannot afford to lie on the application, okay? So that's it. Those are the big, yeah, those are the biggest mistake I wanted to talk to you about when it comes to those applications. In any case, don't let funding be a mistake that you make. If you don't have the money to hire a lawyer, you talk to us, we can find a way to help you. And if you don't qualify for those finances, then we can direct you to pro bono attorneys as well, okay? Thanks. Yeah, thank you, Sawa Music TV. Hopefully, we're gonna meet soon on Zoom, okay? So yeah, if somebody has a question, just please put it in the comments based on the mistakes that we just spoke about. You can put your question in the comments, okay? So we can try to answer that question for you before we are done for today. Today was like difficult. We're trying to tell you so you can avoid the mistakes, okay? So let me know if you have a question. Just let me know. Let me know. If you don't have a question, we're gonna come back. Maybe tomorrow, maybe another time. If we have great news between today and tomorrow, just know that we'll come back tomorrow again. In any case, thank you for showing up. Please like. Yes, please like, please share. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. And please follow me on other platforms as well. Links are in the description box. Until next time, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, come on. My computer today is not. I'm trying to hang up. Yes, anyway, until next time. Yes, that's why you need to schedule a consultation first so we can talk about funding. Okay? So I guess that's it for today, right? Until next time, bye-bye. Can you correct mistake I-60, D-60 before interview? Yeah, you can correct any mistake before the day of the interview. Really, you can. If you made if it's a mistake, you can make a correction. But if it's not a mistake, then it's misrepresentation. A mistake is like maybe somebody forgot to put their name correctly. Maybe they forgot the date of birth. I mean, they made a mistake with the spelling or the date of birth and something like that. But if it's a mistake in terms of like um, you lie that you're married but you're not married, that's not a mistake. That's like a lie. So you see, or somebody say they're divorced but they're not divorced. That's a lie. That's not a mistake. So okay, until next time, bye bye. Let me hang up. Thank you very much.